Hi everyone, and welcome to Business Boutique. I'm Christy Wright, and today we are talking about trying something new. Now, if I do say so myself, I'm kind of an expert on this. I don't know what it is about me, y'all, but I just love trying new things. I love pushing the envelope and testing the boundaries, and there's a rule there? I think that's more of a suggestion. Now, let me give you an example. This is a prime example of typical Christy. I'm just gonna assume that I can do something, okay? I love to try new things and just kind of test the limits. So I was in college, and this was my junior year of college, and I was traveling to Europe for a study abroad group. So this was only like a 3-week trip. It was for Western civilization credits for our college courses. And so there was a specific group I was going with. It was all organized and planned out and all that good stuff. And we were gonna head over there for a few weeks. Now, before we left, about a week before, we got a full itinerary and schedule, travel documents, all that good stuff from our trip leader. Well, I noticed something immediately on these travel documents, and that was that we had a 9-hour layover in Chicago. Now, y'all, I'm like 21 years old at the time. I'd never been to Chicago, never been up north anywhere, by the way. And so I see this, 9 hours. Do you know what I can do in 9 hours? I mean, I can sightsee, I can go shopping, I can try new restaurants. All of the possibilities were filling my mind. Well, I had a good friend of mine going on this same trip, and typical in friendships, we were very opposite, much like my husband and I. I am a rule breaker, she is a rule follower, and you can fill in the blanks with all the other details of our personality of just how different we were. Well, I saw this itinerary and I thought, this is so great. We can go travel all over Chicago and really make the most of our day before we even get started on this trip to Europe. Well, I call her because back then we used phones. We didn't have text messaging. And I said, guess what? We have 9 hours in Chicago where we can go sightseeing and tour the city and try new restaurants and shop at new stores we've never even seen before in Knoxville, Tennessee. And immediately, this was her answer. Well, no, we can't. I said, we can't? She said, no, we can't do that. We can't leave the airport. We can't leave. And so I'm scanning the documents. I'm not great at details or information or fine print. I do acknowledge that. But I'm reading, I'm going, where does it say that we can't go? Where's the rule that we can't leave the airport? And I said, well, how do you know? Did you read something I didn't read? She was like, no, I'm just sure we can't go. I was like, well, did someone tell you? Did a tour leader, did a past participant tell you that we can't leave? She said, no, but I'm just sure we can't go. I was like, that is so interesting because I'm sure that we can. And you know what? I learned something about myself and other people that day. There tends to be 2 different personality styles when it comes to trying new things or following rules or however you want to look at it. There is one camp of people that tends to assume that you can't. If the information is not there, if the rules are not posted, if the directions are not clear, they're going to assume that you can't. You can't do it. There's a rule you're going to break. There's a guideline you're going to not obey, and you can't do it. So when in doubt, assume that you can't. Well, then there's the other camp of people, me, right? When the information is not clear and the rules are not posted, we just assume that you can. Well, why not? They didn't say we couldn't. So let's try. Now, here's what's really interesting about these 2 types of people, regardless of how you might be wired and regardless if you're more of a rule follower or someone that kind of pushes the limits, what I want you to realize is that you will go further and faster in life when you assume that you can. But even better than that, when you assume that you can, you're more willing and able and confident to try new things. And y'all, trying new things in life or in business is vital to growth. You are going to have such a small life and such a predictable outcome if all you ever do is what you know. If all you ever stick to is what is safe. Instead, I want you to push the limits. I want you to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. I want you to try something new. Try it in your business. Try it in your life. Try it in your marriage. Try it in your parenting. Try something new. Now, As I'm sure you probably guessed, a group of 21-year-olds that are paying for a trip to Europe, yes, in fact, could go into Chicago. And once my friend got all the approvals from all the approvers that we could, in fact, go into Chicago, we did. And I saw this amazing new city. I went sightseeing, I went shopping, I tried new restaurants. It was this incredible day in a new place, something I would have never experienced if I didn't try something new and if I didn't assume that I could do it. So I don't know what you're like. I don't know if you assume that you can't or you can, but I want to encourage you that you can train yourself to assume that you can. And when you do, you will be able to try new things, see new things, learn new things, grow in new ways, take your business to new places, and you yourself go to new places as well. Now, I'm not saying that you need to change things just for the sake of changing things. Like if something is working and rocking it in your business, keep doing that. However, things can really quickly get stale in business and in life. You know, I've even experienced this in my marriage. We had a counselor friend tell us years ago that if you're not careful, very quickly, marriage can become business. You're just getting about the business of marriage. Hey, did you get the dry cleaning? I got the kids. Who's got dinner? Did you pay that bill? And all you're doing is just keeping your life in operation. You've lost that love and excitement and flirtation and fun and playfulness that made you want to get married in the first place, by the way. That's why even in your marriage, you want to try new things. In your business, try new things. With your kids, get creative and try new things. Maybe in your business, maybe you have been writing blogs in the same format for years and you want to change it up. What if you tried a video blog? What if you tried a different format or a guest post? Maybe, for example, you've been making your product a certain way for a long time and you want to try something different. You can try a different method of creating that product, or you could even try different sources of income. Maybe you create a course on how you create that product, or write an ebook on how you built your business. There are so many ways and infinite, truly infinite possibilities of how you can try something new in your business and your life. And what's so amazing about this, y'all, is when you do this, when you push yourself outside your comfort zone, when you explore something new, you invite new possibilities, new opportunities, new relationships, new energy, new joy into your life and your business. So if things have been feeling stale, if things have been feeling like you've been stuck, maybe the solution is trying something new. Now I want to give you some ideas of how to do that. Okay, here's some really tactical, quick ideas that you can try in your business. Number one, what if you add some personality? Maybe up to this point, everything has been strictly business. Maybe even in your parenting and your marriage, it's been strictly business. How can you add some fun? How can you add some humor, some playfulness, some silliness to business or to your life? You know, one of the things that many people don't know about my husband, Matt Wright, is that although he seems very serious and he's very practical and he's very logical and he's not very emotional, he is a prankster. Y'all, this man is always tricking me. I will set my cereal bowl out and I turn my back to get the milk. I come back and the bowl is gone. And I look around the kitchen for 5 minutes trying to find this bowl that my husband has hidden just for fun, just to get me worked up. Y'all, he hides things in my suitcase before I go on trips. He'll put random miscellaneous things in my purse when I'm not looking. I looked down one time and I had a purse full of acorns. And you would think it's my 4-year-old. No, it was my husband just being ridiculous. But you know what? It keeps our marriage fun and silly and playful. We laugh a lot and we have a lot of fun while still getting about the business of marriage and dry cleaning and chores and house responsibilities. Maybe in your business, maybe you start showing some personality in your business. Maybe you show some funny behind the scenes, or maybe you show something where you messed up and made a mistake. Maybe you show something where you've done something that you thought was going to be a great idea and it turns out to be a mistake or a failure, but you're like, live and learn. Show them. Don't just show them the great stuff, show them the bad stuff, the funny stuff, the weird stuff, and everything in between. When you add some personality to your business, it makes it not only fun for your viewers and your followers, it makes it fun for you. So there's one quick idea. Add some personality. Now, a second option would be to show behind the scenes. You can pull the curtain back a little bit and show your followers and your fans and your customers how you do what you do or why you do what you do. People love a good story. And so you can show them the story behind your art, the story behind your business, the story behind your day. Think about reality television, okay? Whether you're watching a weight loss show or a dating show or a show where they are trying to be the best dancer in the world. Have you ever noticed that on every single reality show, they don't just show you the process and the end result. They don't just show you the workout and the weight loss. They don't just show you the date and the marriage. They don't just show you that someone's gonna learn the routine and then perform their dance. You know what they show you? They show you the person's story. They show you the person's story before they ever got to that show. They show you the behind the scenes of why they've longed for a relationship. They show you this story that has struggled with eating their entire life. They show you this person that they've dreamt since they were 3 years old to be the best dancer. And they show you these flashback stories of them dancing and twirling in tutus when they were 2 years old. They show you behind the scenes. They show you the backstory. And then when that person lands the date, gets the rose, loses the weight, finds the dream job, whatever the thing is, whenever they do that, they become the star dancer. You're cheering so much more for them because why? Because you know the backstory. There's a quote that I love that says, "There's almost no one in the world that you couldn't love if you knew their story." So share your story. Share behind the scenes. It could be something massive like why you got into business in the first place and your why, or it could be something micro like, hey, here's how I make this product, just so you know. Show behind the scenes, and that's one really fun way to try something new in your business. And then the third way is more for you, and it's super practical and super easy. Learn something new. Learn something new yourself. Listen to a new podcast, attend a new event, read a new book, seek out a new relationship. When you invite something new into your business, not only will your business grow, your life will grow. You will grow personally about what you know and how you feel and how you think and how you make decisions and what you can do. Your capabilities expand as you add new things to your own life. So don't be scared to try something new. I know the new is unknown, it's scary, it's intimidating, it's overwhelming, but I promise you, everything you want, everything that is good and worthwhile in the world exists outside of your comfort zone. So assume that you can, try something new, and I promise you, you'll be so glad that you did. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're ready to try something new, you don't want to miss our Business Boutique Conference in Nashville this October. You can find out information and get your tickets by clicking the link below.